Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kaplan EdTech Accelerator Demo Day. I'm Andy Rosen. I'm the chairman and CEO of Kaplan, and behind me is the entrepreneur who founded Kaplan. And he did it because it really ticked him off that higher education was built for the elite and the privileged and not for the striving middle class. And so he did something about it. He invented the concept of test preparation. And in doing so, he started a company, he founded an industry, and he really began the whole notion of an educational services company. Everything that we think about education today stems in some measure from this man. And the notion of meritocracy that we think of as a core part of how our higher education system works owes a lot to Stanley Kaplan. He's a guy who saw the power of entrepreneurship to change society. And today, you are going to hear from 10 founders, 10 companies who have a vision and a passion for changing society by starting companies that do something that the world really needs and values. And they're doing it at a time in which education is totally ripe for disruption. So you're going to meet some entrepreneurs with a vision. Today, they're small companies. Over the last 90 days, they've made enormous progress. They're excited to tell you their stories because a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, these companies are going to be established big figures in the education industry. So to talk to you about them, I want to introduce the managing director for our program, Don Burton.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Andy. That was great. It's been an amazing partnership with Kaplan, so I just want to say thank you, Andy. And I'm Don Burton. I'm the managing director for Techstars. And just want to thank you all for coming today and supporting the New York EdTech community. Let's start off by acknowledging all the mentors for generously giving their time and expertise to our companies. This accelerator doesn't exist without the active participation of each one of all you mentors. So if there's mentors in the crowd, we would love you to stand up and we can acknowledge you for your amazing contributions. Thank you, mentors. And I also want to give a special call out to Phil Schwartz and Kate Walker, who literally created this accelerator as internal champions at Kaplan and as partners in running the program. Thank you, Phil and Kate. And then lastly, just a special mention to Avi Karnani and Jeremy Shore, who have been provided and acted as our mentors in residence. Thank you, guys. Okay, and now to the highlight of the day, the companies. So we are extremely excited to present the first ever Kaplan Techstars EdTech Accelerator class. We believe the education sector is going to change more in the next 20 years than it has in the last 1,000. And that these companies are literally pulling us into the future of education. And that future, we see that future as characterized by changes in 3 critical areas. First is smarter experiences. What constitutes a learning experience is changing. And instead of sitting behind a desk, people are learning by doing and engaging in authentic, real-world, and interest-based experiences. We have 4 examples of what this future looks like in Flinja, Newsella, MentorMob, and Mathify. Second, smarter pathways. Instead of one-size-fits-all, we are seeing the emergence of individual-centered learning. And Millie, and which is supported by professional mentorship, peer-to-peer social learning, and adaptive technologies. UVise, Modern Guild, and PanOpen are 3 more examples of what these smarter pathways can be. And then third, smarter scorecards. There are better ways to represent what makes a person who they are and to measure their learning, knowledge, and competences. Ranku, Verificient, and Degreed have created new ways to evaluate both institutions and individuals. These 10 companies are not just refining what schools already do, they are revolutionizing how we teach, how we learn, and how we assess. So without further ado, let's bring the companies out. Thank you.